Welcome to our channel.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Allah is the one and only God. Tawhid. Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Peace be upon you. On this occasion, we will discuss the first pillars of Iman as Tawhid, the pillar of faith. The pillars of Iman are the basic principles in Islam that every Muslim must understand and practice. Let's start it. The first pillar of Islam, known as Tawhid, refers to the fundamental belief in the oneness of Allah, God. It is the most important concept in Islam and serves as the foundation of the Islamic faith. Tawhid encompasses the belief in the unity, uniqueness, and sovereignty of Allah, and it has profound implications for the beliefs, actions, and worship of Muslims. Tawhid emphasizes that there is only one true God, Allah, and He is the creator and sustainer of the universe. Muslims believe that Allah is eternal, transcendent, and without any partners or associates. He has no physical form and cannot be fully comprehended by human beings. The concept of Tawhid also highlights the absolute oneness of Allah's attributes and qualities. Muslims believe that Allah possesses perfect and unique attributes, including knowledge, power, wisdom, mercy, and justice. These attributes are not shared by any other being, and Allah's oneness in these qualities is essential to the concept of Tawhid. Tawhid also entails the belief in the complete authority and sovereignty of Allah over all aspects of creation. Muslims acknowledge that Allah is in control of all affairs, and nothing happens without His knowledge and permission. This belief instills a sense of trust, reliance, and submission to the will of Allah in the hearts of believers. The affirmation of Tawhid has several implications for the daily life of Muslims. It affects their relationship with Allah, their interactions with fellow human beings, and their understanding of the world. Belief in the oneness of Allah requires Muslims to worship and direct all acts of devotion exclusively to Him, without associating any partners or intermediaries. This includes the performance of daily prayers, salah, giving charity, zakat, observing fasting during Ramadan, Psalm, and undertaking the pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj. Tawhid also promotes the idea of unity among believers. Muslims are encouraged to recognize their common bond as followers of the same God and to treat one another with kindness, compassion, and fairness. The concept of Tawhid discourages divisions based on race, nationality, or social status and promotes equality and brotherhood among Muslims. In summary, Tawhid is the first pillar of Islam and represents the belief in the oneness of Allah. It encompasses the unity, uniqueness, and sovereignty of Allah, emphasizing His attributes and qualities. Tawhid has significant implications for the beliefs, actions, and worship of Muslims, shaping their relationship with Allah and their interactions with others. The concept of Tawhid. Tawhid as the core message of prophets. The belief in the oneness of Allah is not limited to Islam but is considered the core message of all the prophets sent by Allah throughout history. Muslims believe that prophets like Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, peace be upon them, all preached the concept of Tawhid to their respective communities. Rejection of Shirk, associating partners with Allah. Tawhid also entails the rejection of Shirk, which is the opposite of Tawhid. Shirk refers to the act of associating partners with Allah or attributing divine qualities to other beings or objects. Muslims firmly believe in the absolute oneness of Allah and consider shirk as the gravest sin in Islam. Categories of Tawhid. Scholars of Islam have categorized Tawhid into three aspects. 1. Tawhid Rububiyyah. Tawhid Rububiyyah relates to the oneness of Allah in the creation, management and maintenance of the universe. This concept emphasizes that only Allah has absolute power in creating, controlling, and maintaining everything in this world. Tawhid Rububiyyah teaches that there is no God but Allah who has power over the universe. Rububiyyah monotheism followers believe that Allah is the only creator and owner of this universe, and He has full control over everything that happens in it. 2. Tawhid Uluhiyah. Tawhid Uluhiyah is related to servitude and worship only to Allah alone. This concept emphasizes that only Allah has the right to be worshipped, and no one has the right to be worshipped besides Him. Tawhid Uluhiyah teaches that all worship, prayer, and acts of worship are performed only for Allah alone, and may not serve anyone other than Him. Followers of the Uluhiyah monotheism believe that Allah is the only proper object of worship and worship. 3. Tawhid al-Asma wa al-Sifat. This aspect relates to the belief in the oneness of Allah's names and attributes. Muslims believe that Allah has beautiful names and perfect attributes, and these names and attributes are unique to Him alone. These three branches of monotheism are interrelated and complement each other in Islamic teachings. Tawhid Rububiyyah teaches that only Allah has absolute power over the universe, while monotheism Uluhiyah emphasizes that worship are only worthy of being given to Allah alone and Asma wa attributes. By understanding and applying these three branches of monotheism, a Muslim is expected to be able to gain a correct understanding of Allah and perform sincere worship only for Him. Tawhid and monotheism. Tawhid is often described as the concept of monotheism in Islam. It shares similarities with the monotheistic beliefs found in other Abrahamic religions such as Judaism and Christianity. However, Islam emphasizes the purest form of monotheism by strictly rejecting the concepts of Trinity or the deification of any beings. Importance of Tawhid in the Quran. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, repeatedly emphasizes the belief in the oneness of Allah. Numerous verses highlight Allah's oneness, His exclusive right to worship, and the consequences of rejecting Tawhid. Muslims consider the Quran as the ultimate source of guidance on Tawhid. Tawhid and spiritual purification. The belief in Tawhid is not only an intellectual concept but also a means of spiritual purification for Muslims. It helps believers develop a deep connection with Allah, seek His forgiveness, and strive for righteousness in their thoughts, words, and actions. Overall, Tawhid is a fundamental concept in Islam that encompasses the belief in the oneness of Allah, rejection of Shirk, and adherence to the monotheistic principles. It influences various aspects of a Muslim's life, including worship, moral conduct, and spiritual development. Conclusion. In conclusion, Tawhid, the first pillar of Islam, encapsulates the belief in the oneness of Allah. It is the foundational concept that defines the Islamic faith and shapes the beliefs, actions, and worship of Muslims. Tawhid emphasizes the unity, uniqueness, and sovereignty of Allah, highlighting His attributes and qualities as the one true God. It entails the rejection of associating partners with Allah, Shirk, and encompasses the belief in His lordship, worship, and names and attributes. Tawhid finds its roots in the teachings of all prophets and serves as a unifying force among Muslims, promoting equality, compassion, and brotherhood. It is a profound concept that guides Muslims in their relationship with Allah, their interactions with others, and their spiritual development. Embracing Tawhid brings about a sense of purpose, submission, and trust in the divine wisdom and plan. Ultimately, Tawhid serves as the cornerstone of the Islamic faith, uniting Muslims in their devotion to Allah, and providing a framework for a righteous and fulfilling life. To get an idea of Tawhid, Muslims must learn about the 99 Asmaul Husna. If God willing, we will discuss this in the next broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can follow every episode that is interconnected so that you get complete information. Thank you for watching this video. We hope this information has been beneficial to you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow our exciting content about Islam. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Happy greetings and let's maintain world peace. Differences are beautiful.